and today we have a reading for you about somebody who has felt unsupported or felt like their friends or maybe even family, possibly even a romantic partner, don't understand what they're working towards or don't believe in their dreams or goals. And with the Two of Wands in the reverse, when there is an unexpected success, then everybody wants to change their story. So, this is about letting people show you how they really feel about you and not asking for more because when things go well for you, you'll know who you can actually trust, right? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box if I said it too quickly, along with a link to become a member if you would like access to more content, as well as a link to my Etsy page if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. Thank you to those of you that have offered up some advice or opinions on what additional scent I should add to the lineup for those candles. I'm excited to announce whenever I do actually figure out which one I want to do or which two I want to do. Let's get just another candle or two lit, shall we? And let's see. All right. Let's dive in with, we're gonna go with the stained glass tarot because it's my favorite right now. Hello, Witch King. How you doing? All right. What else do we have? King of Wands and the Chariot. See, I feel like someone's going viral or their business is taking off overnight. There is fast moving energy and someone who remained consistent with their goals or their dreams. So, if this reading is for you, you are the King of Wands. Does not mean that you have to be a man, but it does mean that you have some passion or drive. You are very determined and you don't give up easily. So, that's paying off for you with the Chariot. It's like you've been sitting at a red light for ages, and then all of a sudden it's a green light. And I don't know, you have one of those like real amazing cars. There's another word I would have chosen. I don't think YouTube's down with that. So it's like 0 to 90, not 0 to 60. But there's going to be people around you who are like, wait, take me along for the ride. I'm so excited for you. Look at you. You're like successful and stuff. But they were nowhere near supportive or happy for you or believing in what you could accomplish. So they wanted to be disconnected or detached, maybe even discourage you from pursuing what you wanted to pursue. And now when things are going well, they want to be like, "Oh, cool. Can I borrow like $10,000?" Oh, I'm so glad you made a new friend. That's awesome. Hello, Yuki. I have let you know how I do personal questions. So if you would like me to read on that, please include your question in a super chat. Hello, Asin. How are you doing? What else do we have? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Star in the reverse. Yeah, so this, look at that face. I mean, normally I would say the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is reliable, right? And maybe they are reliable in other ways. But the look on this person's face, it makes me feel like this is the person who wanted to talk you out of following your dreams. Because we have the Star in the reverse. They were likely saying, oh, that's nice. You want to have a pizza restaurant, but you would never do well at that. Oh, that's nice. You think you could publish a book, but why would anybody care what you have to say? Now, maybe they weren't that mean or cruel about it. But this Queen of Pentacles is someone that is in the inner circle or in your sphere who refuse to see the skills, the talent, or the gift that you had, in part perhaps because they wanted to have some sort of control over you, or maybe they were even just a little bit jealous. But they had tried to get you to follow a different path, and I think you wisely decided not to listen to their opinion. So we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. They don't want you to be successful, which is silly because I feel like they would be impacted by that positively. But I think this is someone who may be a bit controlling or someone who may be insecure. If you are successful, if you are like a household name, or if you make a bunch of money, are you going to leave me? Are you going to decide that you deserve someone better? So they would rather you be kind of mediocre, so that they can feel entitled to being in your life. I don't know. This is someone who felt like if you were more successful, that they would not get what they want from the connection with you, right? Hey, Yuki, please stop repeating yourself. Thank you. So we've got Scotty. How's it going? Oh, you won't get cursed, hun. Hello, Caitlin. How are you doing? I don't think that makes you sound crazy. I think it's important to consider what the inner child needs. Often that is connected to shadow work. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Yes. I think it's if you have the opportunity to believe in someone or help someone achieve what they feel is their path, especially if it's something that helps others or inspires others, then like what's the loss in that, right? Believing in someone else doesn't cost anything. What else? So 8 of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles. We have success coming in quickly. That 8 of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this is, should I tell anyone? I don't think I should tell everyone what's going on because not everybody really believed in me. A lot of people thought that I should change my career path, or a lot of people felt like what I was doing was a waste of time. Page of Wands and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. They told me that I would regret it, or they told me that, I should be investing my time elsewhere. But it turns out I was right. It turns out what I was working towards, I've been able to get there. If you put that in the search bar for YouTube, I would bet you would find some pretty excellent videos to help you understand. But it's basically addressing the like trauma or difficulties from your past that may be impacting your ability to really enjoy the future. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Cups. I don't like that the Queen of Swords is in the reverse because this is like an overly critical, acerbic, like mean, maybe even cruel person who is supposed to be a friend or who is supposed to be supportive. For some of you, this could be a family member. For others of you, this could be a friend. But I think for a lot of you, this is someone you're in a relationship with. Someone who should be, I think, a little bit motivated to believe in your dreams or support you with those. Right now, am I saying you should be completely financially dependent upon this Queen of Pentacles in order to follow your dreams? No, I think there is a smart way to invest in what you are trying to create, even when it's not making you any money, right? Like I was bartending while I was also doing the YouTube channel. And, sometimes you have to like have a hybrid situation. But this is someone who is like, I don't support that. I don't think you'll ever be successful. I think it's foolish that you're even like thinking about doing that. And it was harsh. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Did I say hello to Annoyed Canoe? How are you? Hello, Redbeard. Hello, Garntar. Hello, Frederick. How are we doing today? What else? Ace of Wands. Hanged Man in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles. You decided to keep moving forward, much like I did. Look, for a long time, I had 1,200 subscribers. Not a big deal. You stick with something that you believe in, and then it goes somewhere, right? This is somebody who maybe they had to write 400 pages to finish their story. Maybe they had to work 80 hours a week in order to get their private practice off the ground. Whatever it is, this King of Wands is now a King of Pentacles. So their passion and dedication to this pursuit is paying off. And now we've got somebody who has something of value that a lot of people didn't believe they were going to be able to create. Oh, you're so welcome, Lee. I'll be keeping you in my prayers. And now all of that work has paid off, and there's a lucrative deal, or there's money coming in because the book is selling. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And now it's not looking like a financial stress. Now it's looking like success, right? Now it's looking like, okay, I'm going to go cash this check real quick. So I think the Queen of Pentacles has that sour face because they were proved wrong, because they didn't believe in you, and they should have. So we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Judgment, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Maybe it was a matter of feeling threatened. Maybe it was a matter of, if you're successful, then it impacts my life. Now we have to move somewhere, or now I have to, allow for the fact that you have to travel across the country to do a book tour. Whatever it is, now it's like, okay, you were wrong, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands followed a goal or a dream that turned out to be a wise thing, a great thing for them to do. So are you going to change your tune? Are you going to say, oh, that's great, I'm so excited for you? Or are you going to continue to be less than supportive? We have the Three of Wands and the Empress in the reverse, which is also number 3, by the way. I don't really like it. It's like I'm waiting for someone to show that they're excited or show that they are happy for me. But with the Empress being in the reverse, we have somebody who instead seems to be emotionally manipulative. I think we have someone who makes it all about them. Oh, that's great, you're famous now, or your business is taking off, but now you have to work extra hours, or now you're going to be at a distance, or now we can't start a family. This is someone who's playing victim, even as they've been proven wrong that all of this effort and time that you've put into this pursuit was worth it. It's like I have to find some new way to make it seem like it's a horrible idea. Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So it's less about, I don't think you'll ever make it, or it's not going to work out for you. And now it's that selfish. Who is this person, and can I talk to them? Hello, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's time for you to invest in something for yourself so that you aren't so hateful when somebody else is successful. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles is struggling to be happy for this King of Wands because they feel like they never really got to invest in what they want to do. But it certainly isn't a good look for them to discourage everyone else from being able to do that. Hey, Stephen, you're welcome to be a part of the live chat, but if you're just in here to see if I'm single, you're going to be very disappointed because that's not why I'm here, okay? There are some really awesome people in the live chat, and you may find that the reading is applicable to your life, but I am not going to be part of your life. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. There is, I think, additional problems or friction happening between this Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Even if it is just friendship or, hey, we're cousins, there is a consideration that this King of Wands has kind of brewing in their mind of maybe I just need to cut that person off. Maybe I need to be realistic about how this person feels, and acknowledge that they'll never be happy. It's never going to be enough for them. Hello, Dino. How are you? We've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. These two are divine counterparts, by the way. So I feel like this is saying we might have someone acknowledging that what they really want as far as a romantic partner is someone who's on their level, someone who understands and appreciates that passionate drive to achieve. That clearly has not been the Queen of Pentacles approach to life. This is I think it's Love Messages from the Mermaids. Hello, Kellen. How are you doing? What else do we have, please? Yep, recognition. So now, instead of being frustrated because you spent all that time playing drums in the garage and it was obnoxious to them, now they're mad because you're getting attention. Now they're mad because things are going well and it's still detracting from the time that they can control you or from the attention that they get. But the reality is, you deserve to be celebrated. You have put all of this time and energy into something that mattered to you, and you've been able to make something of it, make something of yourself. So if this person doesn't want to celebrate that with you, then I don't know that they really deserve a seat at the table. If they're asking to borrow money or if they expect to live in some really nice digs because you can afford it, I don't know, man. I would be considering rescinding that invitation because it seems like they are ungrateful and maybe even a little bit hateful. Hello, Delenia. Hello, Steven. Annoyed. It's adorable, but there's no wind that's going to be in my house, so that's not going to happen. We do have a fan going, which, maybe. We have the Moon, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Swords in the reverse. I think there's going to be a revelation here that hits the King of Wands in a similar fashion to a gut punch. Because whether this is a family member, a close friend, or someone that they've been dating, maybe even married to, they're going to end up hearing that there is a betrayal, that this person has wanted to sabotage the pursuit that the King of Wands has only recently been successful in. That maybe this person has said things, extremely mean things about them, or maybe even, called ahead and said, you shouldn't listen to this or you shouldn't read that. It's just crap. They have actively worked against the King of Wands being successful. And if you found out that somebody, called in and complained to try to get you fired because they don't like that you're successful, I think you would probably be a little bit mad about it. So clearly they're threatened or jealous, insecure. Six of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Temperance. So getting this piece of information and kind of clarifying how the Queen of Pentacles actually feels about them has motivated this King of Wands to cut them off. Okay, if that's not something that you want to be supportive of, or if you're going to attack what it is that I want to do, then maybe it's in my best interest to walk away. Because I don't think it's smart to have someone in my inner circle that is actively wishing for me to be a failure. Just because they don't want to see me be successful, or because they're afraid that I would leave them for someone else, or make them look bad because they did better than, their mom or their dad did. So we have a High Priestess, and I feel like this is someone finding out the true nature of this Queen of Pentacles. You aren't a friend, or you aren't someone that I can trust. Therefore, I don't think that you should be, you know, at the table. I don't think you should be part of this. Because if you had your way, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have been successful at all, right? It feels like betrayal, and it might break the King of Wands' heart, but it's better to know who you're dealing with than to buy into an illusion, right? Seven of Swords. Two of Swords in the reverse. So since you tried to ruin things for me, or since you've been actively working against my goals, I can't continue to keep you in my friend group, or I can't continue to date you. It's like you contributed to my opponent's funds, right? You actively tried to get me to quit what was really important to me. So let them underestimate you, let them hate. They're not going to be able to participate when you get to celebrate all of the good stuff. They don't get to be a part of that. Let's get some from the situations deck. Hello, Mr. F. How you doing? Hello, Redbeard. Thank you, Tango. How are you doing? What else? We have financial support and offer on the table. See, the thing is, this person who didn't believe in you is also going to be pretty quick to ask you for a loan. I never thought that you would do well. I thought you would fail. But hey, since you got some money, can I borrow, $10,000? That's not too much, right? Number one, I don't think they'd pay you back. Number two, they don't deserve it. That's just my opinion. Grip, anchor, chains, weighed down, and access granted, social media, fake profile, and hiding. This person has smiled to your face while actively trying to cause problems or obstacles between you and your goal. So I would say they have held you back or made it take longer for you to be successful. So is that really somebody that you want in your corner? Nobody puts baby in a corner. I think you should block this person. And it looks like you agree. They've been unwilling to support you or be happy for you when things go well. And maybe you wanted to believe the best in them, but now you see how they're actually operating because the secret has come out, or somebody told you what they actually did or said. So, yeah, looks like you're going to end up blocking this person. They don't deserve to be a part of the awesome celebrations or the successful end of this pursuit. So I see you moving away from or blocking this person entirely. This is the Path of Shadows. Let's see why this person's so hateful. Why are they like this? Grimoire. Wisdom, experience, and hidden knowledge. They feel like there was something, how do I say this? They felt like they knew what was good for you and that you didn't. So there is a little bit of like a parenting energy here. Like, you're just, kind of silly for thinking that, or you believe in dreams. You should just grow up already. A tower of shadows, crumbling stone, once a golden cage that now shines no more. This is someone who's a bit entitled. And I don't know that they really have worked that diligently for anything. They might get a lot of handouts. They didn't understand why you would work so diligently towards a goal that had not paid off for you. And then it does pay off, like big time. Eerie graveyard. As life transcends and we fall into a silent embrace, the old attachments die, finding closure and grace. This is the old attachment that no longer makes sense for you because they don't know how to be happy for you being successful. They seem kind of like a negative person, to be honest. Boogeyman. As life unfolds and shadows overpowers light, will my innocence be left untouched? So now you see them for who they really are, and I think it's enabling you to appreciate that when you are successful, sometimes that impacts how people around you are going to interact with you. Hello, Donesia. I hope I said that right. I hope you are doing well. This is not a place to, well, I don't know, maybe it is. Just be a little more, well, I don't know. If you find a husband here, that's great. But yeah, say hi to people. Hello, Bobby. Lee, I got you. We'll see what comes out. And we're at 26 minutes, so not too long until we start the personal reading section. Let's get a few from the Gilded Reverie. Because I do feel like for some of you, it might be a little bit painful to cut this person off because you have had them around for a long time. But the fact that they're not like able to be happy for you is really concerning. It feels like they're a bit arrogant, or they really only see life in terms of how it impacts them. This is the kind of person who would steal money. This is the kind of person who would talk negatively about you. I don't see this as someone you should have in your circle at all. We have the woman without a shirt and the tower. It's just like, what's in it for me? And everything is revolving around me and my needs. This person doesn't seem to consider others and what they need. Hello, Bonnie. How are you doing? We have the ship, number 3, and the bridge, which talks about connections. So for some of you, what I'm seeing is you gain some sort of like respectable position in society or in the community that this Queen of Pentacles ends up being jealous of. And they may, if you're in a relationship, they may end up cheating on you with someone that they meet in this new sphere of people, or they may end up stealing money from you. Neither of which I would wish upon you. Hello, Cath. How's it going? Let's see what Steve's intentions are, shall we? How he feels. About us / me. Will this be a battle? Thank you for the tip. And I'll start those questions within the next probably like 6 minutes. We've got the mask and I think this is the star. Yeah. See, you've got to be very cautious when you are this successful or when your dreams come true like this. You're going to have people that come out of the woodwork. They want to borrow money or they want to be, oh, I know that person, clout chasing kind of energy. So you do have to be more discerning. Don't allow those user type people to be in your energy because they're just trying to see what they can get from you, and they were never really that supportive of you to begin with. Hello, Jocelyn. How are you doing? Hello, Clayt. What's up? Hello, Sarah. Let's get just a few more from the Gypsy Oracle. What else about this person that's underestimated the King of Wands, please? This could also be someone who wants to sell a tell-all book or, you know, spread your secrets, maybe even create lies in order to make money. So the sooner you distance yourself from this person, the better. You might think, oh, maybe we could solve this issue. Maybe we could talk through it because the doctor, it's like, oh, we can heal this, right? I don't think you can. I think this is someone who is set on being a villain in your story. They want to see if they can make money on selling your old tennis shoes or pictures that they have with you. This is not someone that you want in your corner. So I do feel like there's someone in your life who is older than you that is going to give you advice, and they give you excellent advice. This person tells you, I would watch out for that person. I don't trust them. I don't like how they talk about you. So that's going to be some confirmation for you in real life. And we have scholar. When you separate or close off this connection with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there's another person that enters your life who is well versed in your industry or is extremely wise. It's like you get upgraded. Now you have a smarter partner or a friend who knows what they're talking about, as opposed to someone who's just overly critical. All right, let's dive into Lee's personal question. What do we have for Lee, please? Hello, sunrises. How are you doing? Have a good day, Unwind Canoe. What do we have for Lee, please? Temperance. 8 of Cups in the reverse and the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow, and the Devil. So Temperance is the angel, right? You can see the wings. So to have kind of bookmarking here with the angel and the devil, I feel like this is you or someone very close to you is trying to make a very difficult decision, and it's like you have the angel and the devil on your shoulders. Which one am I going to listen to? So we have some indecisive energy here, somebody who is struggling to make a decision. King of Cups in the reverse. And there is some emotional immaturity that is impacting this decision-making process. With the 2 of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this is saying someone might feel, okay, I need to forgive this person or I need to move forward with this, but then an incident happens or a comment is made and it's like, oh, okay, then I guess I'm going to change my mind. I guess that's not going to work out. So I think we have somebody who goes from being indecisive to decisive. You just have to be observant. 10 of Swords in the reverse and the King of Swords. Yeah, so if this is you, you're going to have information that comes in and makes it very clear what you should do. Or if you're waiting for someone to make a decision regarding you, that indecision is going to turn into, okay, I know exactly what to do. So no more like hanging in the balance. It's going to end up being figured out. Let's see what we've got for Cath. Steve is back after no contact. So what are Steve's feelings regarding the connection with Cath, please? Knight of Swords, 10 of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Swords in the reverse, and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that's been bothering Steve. Is this personal setback? Yeah, there is something that has made Steve feel vulnerable or insecure. Things have gotten worse with regards to either a job situation or finances. And I feel like Steve is back to try to feel better about himself. So is Steve looking to Cath to like lift his spirits? It might actually be money related. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Emperor. So is this person codependent? Yes. Be cautious because there is some codependent energy and some insecurity emanating from Steve. But it's like, I'm going to present myself as the emperor. I'm going to make it seem like I have everything figured out, but in reality, I don't. Aw, thank you so much, G. That's so kind of you. Please let me know if you'd like me to pull some cards for you. I would be happy to do so, G. And welcome to the membership, everyone who was just gifted a membership. I don't know if I should say hi to all of you. Some of you might have been trying to lurk. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Zaire. How are you doing? But thank you so much, G. So I would be cautious, Cath. This does look like somebody who is not operating with the best of intentions. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, there's still some instability here that could cause some drama. And I haven't seen anything like lovey-dovey feelings here, right? Or friendship even. Seems to be very much so about some frustrating situation that has happened for Steve and needing someone to make Steve feel better. Fool in the reverse, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So this is your energy. You are meant to be upholding a boundary here because you can sense that there is something of an illusion that is being presented to you. Will there be a return from Steve that has good intentions in the future? No, I think I'm just getting very manipulative energy from this person. Will this be a battle? I don't think it has to be. I feel like you're going to use your discernment and realize, maybe I should just keep this as separated, right? Maybe I should just not allow this to progress. Hey, Lisa, we have the ability to block you for a set amount of time. So yes, we did put you in timeout because you were spamming the live chat. So we could do it again, or we could just get along in the live chat, right? Let me write that one down. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. What's coming for me in the next 48 hours? I've added that for you. And did we get a response from G? I'm happy to pull some cards for you. I don't see it. G, I will hold off until you tell me if that's what you would like. Otherwise, I very much so appreciate your generosity. And let's see what we've got for Melissa. And I will pop back over to see if G has responded. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, we're at 38 minutes. You're so welcome, Cath. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember that you deserve to be dealing with people who are like straightforward with their intentions, right? Hello, Peta. How are you doing? Hello, school. What's up? So, for Melissa, this is the Crow Tarot. Looks like Mr. F is having buffering issues. Is anyone else having that issue? What is going to happen for Melissa in the next 48 hours, please? What is the next 48 hours like for Melissa? Sun in the reverse and the moon. Four of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. Melissa, I feel like you have the opportunity to listen to your intuition and vacate an area before things get crazy. I feel like there's going to be a bit of a melee or an argument, people losing their tempers. Someone has kept a secret, and I do feel like it threatens a relationship. It might not be your relationship, but I do feel like it's like you have the ability to dip before things get crazy. It could just be unsettled energy in a workplace or, an argument that happens among friends. But there's someone here who has lied about what happened in the past and they owe someone an apology. But instead of apologizing, it's like they make things worse. Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords in the reverse. I think you have suspected what was going on for a little while, but the truth is coming out. So for me, this would be like, like I know that the coworker that just came into work might be getting fired because there was some money missing from the till a week ago. And my shift is ending in 5 minutes, and I could stick around and watch the ensuing argument, or I could just be like clear of all of it, right? This is saying you might want to be clear of all of this. You might want to leave before things get crazy. Nine of Cups. And the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Because otherwise they're going to want you to like choose a side, or it's going to be awkward for you. I feel like this is saying, you know what's about to happen. You know that somebody's about to get angry or someone's about to get called out for lying about something, then, or like watch from a blind across the field, right? Like, it's about to go down. Yeah, the truth is coming out. Hello, B. How are you doing? I don't think it's about you. I mean, it could be related to you, but I don't think it's you were the liar. Was it somebody that lied to Melissa? I think it's somebody who expected you to not notice it was a lie, or expected you to believe something was just how it always was. But we have somebody who can no longer keep this illusion going. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite the argument. I'll ask if it was Joe. Was it Joe? I don't think it was Joe. But I do feel like a friendship is ending, or someone's getting fired, or a relationship is ending. So, Chariot in the reverse. This is like, you got a moment where you can dip and not have to deal with it. And I would take that moment. I would move it. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't think we saw anything else from G. G, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for gifting those memberships. And everyone, thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you for hyping if you're able to. I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.